Hi YouTube, Timothy Unkert here. In this video, we're going to create two functions, one that finds the mean of a set of numbers and the other that finds the median of a set of numbers. And this is going to give you the option, this program, of inputting grades as an integer. So it's going to ask you to input grades, and then it's going to output the grades that you inputted and the mean and median of those grades. So first off, let's create a function to find mean, which is the average. So I'm going to type def and then mean, and we're going to take in a list of grades. Okay, we're going to create a variable called sum of grades, and we're going to set that equal to 0 to start. And then we're going to use a for loop. We're going to say for grade in grades. Well, we're going to take the sum of the grades here, and we are going to add each grade. Okay, so that'll give me the sum of all the grades, right? So now what I want to do from this function to get the average, I'm going to take the sum of the grades and return by that divided by the number of grades. So I'm going to say return sum of grades divided by the length of the grades list. Okay, so that should be our function for the mean. Next up, we're going to do the median, which is going to be slightly more complicated. We're going to pass in the grades here, and we're going to create a variable called sorted underscore grades, and we're going to set that equal to the sorted function. We're going to pass in the grades as an argument. Okay, and if we hover over the sorted function here, we see that it returns a new list containing all items from the iterable in ascending order, which is what we want, because when you find the median, you first want to line up all the values of the data set in ascending order. Okay, so then we have to decide whether the length of the grades is either an odd length, like let's say 5, 7, 9, or an even length, like 6, 8, 10. The reason being is if it's an odd length, you're going to pick the exact middle number for the median. If it's an even length, you're going to pick the two middle numbers and average them. Okay, so we'll say if the length of the grades modulo 2, so divided by 2, if that has a remainder of 1, well then it's odd. And you have something like, let's say, a sorted list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values, right? And that's going to have indexes of 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? And we're going to run a return. 3 is the median here. So we're going to want to return index 2. So we're going to take the length here, which is 5, and we're going to do integer division. That means, so 5 divided by 2 is going to give us 2.5, but we're going to use integer division. That's going to chop it off to just 2. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to return, and we want to do the sorted grades. So we're going to do sorted grades at this index, at the index of the length of the grades, and we're going to do 2 slashes here for integer division divided by 2. Okay, otherwise, what we're going to do is we're going to return, so if it's not odd, it's even, right? So we're going to return the sorted grades, but we have to take the index of the two different values. So if I want to think about this, so the values I could have here, let's say we had an even amount of numbers, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just to make it easy. And that would have indices 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, respectively. What we want to do is average indices 2 and 3. So if I take the length 6 divided by 2, even integer division, that's going to give me 3. So that's going to give me this one of the middle values, but then I also have to subtract 1 and then divide all that by 2. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So we're going to first have to add these up. So we're going to do the sorted grades at, and we're giving it this value, the length of the grades integer division, so divide by 2. And we're also going to do the sorted grades. Let me close out the sidebar here. The sorted grades at the length of the grades divided by 2, and then subtract 1. And we're going to go outside of here and divide by 2. Regular division. Okay? All right, so that should be good. Now, what we want to do is we want to be able to take in some grades from the user. So let's print something like, this program will calculate the mean and median of grades entered. Okay? And then we want to say something like, enter a grade, right? So but we'll have to have like a grades list, right? So we create a grades list. That's an empty list. And we'll have to create a variable to let the user keep entering grades. So let's just call it keep underscore entering grades. And we'll set it equal to y here for yes. Okay. And then we'll have a while loop. So we'll say while keep entering grades equals y for yes. We want to run this loop. So we want to say current grade. So current underscore grade equals the integer of the input, and we'll say something like enter a grade. Okay, and we only want to do this, we only want to have this run if they can enter in an integer. So we're going to try this, and we're going to accept a value error here. And when they do that, we'll print something like, you must enter the grade as an integer. So you can't enter like A or something like that. Okay, and maybe even we'll put that here. Something like enter the grade as an integer. Okay. All right, so let's see here. What else do we need? Well, so the way this is going to run now, so it says it'll give this statement here, and then it will, well, first we have to give some instruction to enter a grade. All right, which we're doing here. Actually, we're doing that. Enter a grade, okay? And then after that, we'll probably have to have something like keep entering grades equals input. Do you want to enter another grade? And we're going to have yes, no here. And we'll do a question mark and a space. And then we want them to enter at least one grade. So outside of this, we'll say if the length of the grades list is greater than or equal to 1, then we'll have to print out the grades list. So let's print, and we'll do an F string here, and we'll say the mean for the grades, and we'll pass in, what we're going to do here is I'm going to do a quote, a comma, and a space, and then dot join, and we're going to map over the grades list. We're going to convert that to strings. Okay, so that should give us the actual grades. And then we'll say the mean for the grades is, and then we'll pass in the mean function, passing in the grades list. Okay. All right, so that's the mean. Oh, I said list A, so that's not a variable. All right, and then we'll also print another F string. We'll say the median for the grades, and we'll again do dot join, and we'll map over the grades list and making sure they're all strings here. And we'll say is, and then we'll pass in the median function with the grades list as an argument. Okay. All right, so let's try this out. All right, so we see here, enter a grade. So let's, hopefully you can see this. I'm going to put in 100. Do you want to enter another grade? Yes. Enter another grade, 90. Do you want to enter another grade? Yes. Let's do 50. Enter another grade? Yes. Let's do 82. Do I want to enter another grade? No. Okay. And so now it stops because you know what we didn't do? What we didn't do was we didn't actually input the grades. So we got to do that. So we got to take this grades list. Once they enter a current grade, we'll append the current grade. Okay. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to decrease the font here back to something normal. And I'm going to zoom in on the editor here. So hopefully you'll see the window a little bit better when we run it. Okay, so let's go and run this program. So enter a grade. Let's enter a grade of 100. Do I want to enter another grade? Yeah, let's do 82. Do I want to enter another grade? Yeah, let's do 90. Enter another grade? Yeah, let's do 79. Do I want to enter another grade? No. And so it says the mean for the grades 100, 82, 90, 79 is 87.75. The median for the grades 100, 82, 90, 79 is 86.0. Let's quickly check that we're doing that correctly. So I'm going to go to Desmos here. And Desmos has a nice function. You just type mean and you pass in those grades. So we've got was 100, 82, 90, and 70. And 79. So we get 87.75. Copy this, move this down to the next cell, and just change mean to median, and we get 86, which is what we calculated. Okay, let's close that out. Let's try it one more time, or maybe a couple times. We'll test it out. Enter a grade. I'm going to do A. It's going to say you must enter the grade as an integer. Do you want to enter another grade? And maybe just say, do you want to enter a grade? We'll say yes. Let's do B. It's like, listen, bro. All right, yes. Let's enter one grade. We'll do 45. Do I want to enter another grade? No. And of course, we got 45 and 45. And we'll just change this up. So do you want to enter a grade? Let's just do a grade. All right, so now we start it. The program calculates the mean and median of grades entered. Enter the grade as an integer. And, if we did something like A and it said, you must enter the grade as an integer. Do you want to enter a grade? I'll say no. And it just stops, right? Because the list is less than 0. Okay. So it can go ahead and let's just run it one more time and enter some actual numbers in. So let's say, do you want to enter a grade? Let's do 63. Do you want to enter another grade? No. Or no, yes. Let's do yes. 45. Do you want to enter another grade? Yes. Let's do B. It's like, listen, bro. Do you want to enter a grade? Yes. 34. And we can do so on and then no. Okay. And it'll figure it out. Now those are both even numbers. So let's one more time. Let's do an odd number of grades. Enter a grade. 100. Yes, another one. Let's do 88. Yes, another one. Let's do 65. Okay. Do I want to enter another grade? No. Okay. And so it gives 84.333. So as we go, we can still mess with this program. If we want our output to be a little bit better, what we can do is let's see, mean grades list, we'll do .2f. And I don't know that that's going to work. So we'll do a quick Google search. So print out decimal to 2 places Python. Okay, so we can fix this up. We'll go, what am I doing wrong here? Yeah, format number. Okay, I forgot the colon. That's what I forgot. Okay, so I want to do colon.2f. Okay. All right, and let's do, we'll just demonstrate for this. So I think we had 188 and 65. So let's go here. We'll enter a grade, 100. Yes, I want to enter another one, 88. Yes, I want to enter another one, 65. No, I don't want to enter anymore. So there we go. We got 84.33. So I got to do the colon and then period 2f. That'll give you to 2 decimal places. You'll see here, as I was going through the program, hey, I needed to Google something. Just did that quick, or you do a quick search on AI to figure it out. Anyways, so that's it for this program. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did and you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video.